Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of Purple Eagles Insider. I'm your host Brittany D'Angelo and today we talk with the women's basketball and men's and women's swimming and diving teams. First up on Purple Eagles Insider, we have Maggie McIntyre, a sophomore guard on the women's basketball team. Maggie, welcome to Purple Eagles Insider.
Thank you for having me.
So how's your season going so far?
So far it's been a lot of fun. You know, we've had our ups and downs, but I really think we have a lot to be excited for this season.
Now the team picked up its first win of the season on Sunday against Louisiana Tech. Super big win for your team after a little bit of a rocky start. What did that team do for the team's morale? What did that win do?
That win, as Coach described to us in pregame and postgame, it meant a lot for us. I mean, they're a historical team, made it to postseason many years in the past, so that win is a big boost for us. It's a lot to build off of going into this upcoming weekend.
Would you say it was like a huge confidence booster for you guys too going into like the rest of the games for the season?
For sure. I mean, our seniors really performed at the top of their level, really carried the team the best way possible, so I think building off of that, we can only go up from here.
Now this is your second year on the team. What improvements have you made to your game since last year?
So far, I've really just tried to keep my turnovers limited, as I did last year. I'm trying to improve with pump fakes, driving, getting into the paint more, and knocking down open shots when my teammates get double teamed.
How important is it for you, obviously being a sophomore, to see the team kind of come together as one unit?
Yes, I mean last year it was a little rocky, so coming together this year we feel like a whole new atmosphere amongst the team. Practices have just been so much better, going to games more confidence. I mean, we're really becoming that family that we've desired for.
This season you guys have had matchups against St. Joe's and Maryland, a nationally ranked team. How have those matchups prepared you for conference play in December?
They definitely prepare us for conference play. We go into them having nothing to lose, so if we come out with a win, that's great for us. I mean, we're not going to see competition like that the rest of the season, so playing our best against those types of teams can only help us move forward.
Now you guys are finally home this weekend on Friday. You guys are hosting Cleveland State here. What are some of your expectations for that game?
Our expectations are to definitely come out with a W and protect our house. I mean, we lost against St. Joe's at home, and it's time to redeem ourselves and really protect our home court.
Well, Maggie, thank you so much for coming on Purple Eagles Insider. It was a pleasure to have you on the show, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Next up on Purple Eagles Insider, we have Coach Pierce, the women's basketball head coach. Coach Pierce, welcome to Purple Eagles Insider.
Thanks for having me, Brittany. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. So, how would you say your season is going so far?
We have been progressing very slowly, but we've been progressing, and to get the win on Sunday was really nice because we've gotten better with every game. I know it hasn't resulted in a win, but when you see your team getting better at little different things every day, there's always something to hope for. And Sunday we put it all together. Defense looked pretty good. Offense was clicking. The seniors finished and closed the game out. Couldn't ask for anything better on a Vegas tour, you know.
So the team did just travel to Las Vegas. You guys obviously had that huge win against Louisiana Tech. How important was that win for the team's morale going forward?
I think it was huge for us just to see everything kind of come together that we've been working on and get better with. And I think it's going to help us in the long run to, make this push now for a few games before finals. We're back at home on Friday, and I think that's going to really help us a lot.
Now you talk about that game at home on Friday, and you guys are hosting Cleveland State here. What would it mean to get a win in your home court?
It would mean a lot. I know the girls always talk about defending the home court. We stress it a lot as coaches. You always want to win every game at home. We didn't fare so well against St. Joe's. No problem. It's just a hiccup. We're okay. And I think we can get the W on Friday against Cleveland State.
Now, this is your third season as head coach. Compared to your first season, what changes have you seen? What differences, what similarities have you seen?
I think we've grown and we've gotten better. Each year we've taken some steps forward with the program. We have a lot more depth than we've had in the past. Last year we were still kind of meshing and trying to figure each other out. And, they've really committed themselves this summer. Everyone came back in shape, ready to go, and, really just dedicated themselves to making themselves better, knowing that the team's going to get better. So I think that's been the biggest growth, which is the commitment level this team has shown.
Now, you mentioned the game against St. Joe's and you faced the nationally ranked Maryland. What did those matchups, how did those prepare the team for conference play starting in December?
It helps us a lot. You always want to measure yourself against some of the best people, and Maryland is 15 in the country. I think they're still ranked pretty high, and if you can play well against them, I mean, we played to 6 points with them in the first half, and second half kind of got the best of us with their athleticism and size, but you know what, if you can do that against Maryland, why can't you do it against the teams in the MAC?
Absolutely. Now, what would you say your expectations are for the team going forward throughout the rest of the season?
I want us to continue to get better, and I think the results will take care of itself as long as we're doing all the little things. Like at practice, it's very competitive at practice. I think every drill we do, they're trying to win that drill. So if you win practice, more than likely you're going to win games. And that's kind of been our philosophy, you know, as of late. Just win practice. And if we win practice, we're going to be okay.
Well, Coach Pierce, thank you so much for coming on Purple Eagles Insider. It was a pleasure to have you on the show, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thanks so much, Brittany.
Next up on Purple Eagles Insider, we have Annie Eckhart, a member of the women's swimming team. Annie, welcome to Purple Eagles Insider.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Great to have you on the show. So how would you say your season's going so far?
It's going pretty well. We brought in a big freshman class and didn't lose too many seniors, so the team definitely grew in size, and it's been really fun.
So would you say the team adding a lot of freshmen and not a lot of seniors leaving, would you say that's helped the team chemistry kind of improve as well?
Yeah, it's been a lot different this year. It's weird being on top and being the senior, but it's been really nice having a big group of them. They bring a lot of younger energy to the team.
Now, this is your final season with the team. What is different about this year's team than you've seen for previous years?
Definitely all have a sense of working towards the greater good for the team versus working on an individual basis, and I think that's been really key to our success.
I mean, I would say so. You guys do have a 3-2 record.
Yes.
What have you attributed to that success?
Our coach has really stressed us focusing on racing versus focusing on the clock and our individual times, and just racing the girl next to us to be a better part of the team.
So this weekend, your team's going to be going to the Zippy Invite, the biggest meet that you'll compete in other than the Max. How excited are you to compete in an event like this?
I'm excited. It's a really fast pool, the fastest one we'll swim in all year, and there's some really big teams there, bigger than the teams in the MAC, and it's a great opportunity for us to step up and race.
What are you expecting from yourself personally at the Invite?
Personally, I just hope to go best times. That's all you can ever hope.
After the Zippy Invite, the team has a break until mid-January. What are you going to be focusing on for the off-season in order to get you guys prepared for January?
We actually come back early back to campus, so we'll be back here training January 5th. And over the break, we all go home and train with our club team, so it's really great to go back and see my friends and encourage each other who I swam with all through high school and middle school.
Now, you are a senior on the team.
Yes.
Now, to kind of hit the tear strings, what have been some of your favorite memories being on the team?
I've been a part of different relay teams over the years, and we've broken records. And you know, we started my freshman year breaking older ones, and then since then we've broken our own every year. And it's been really nice seeing, you know, having a group of girls together, reaching goals and going faster than we have in years previous.
Well, Andy, thank you so much for coming on the show. It's a pleasure to have you on, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Last up on Purple Eagles Insider, we have Tanner Maury, a member of the men's swimming team. Tanner, welcome to Purple Eagles Insider.
Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yep.
So how would you say your season is going so far?
I'd say it's going pretty well. We all have a great positive attitude this year, and we brought in a great class of freshmen who are bringing some depth to the team, so that helps a lot.
Now, this year is your final season with the team. What is different about this year's team than previous teams that you've seen?
I feel like our team is a lot closer and gets along very well this year, and we all have great attitudes about meets that are coming up, and I don't know, it's just a great group of people.
It seems like the chemistry is really, really good this year. I mean, you guys are off to a really good start. You guys are 2-2 for the season.
Yep, for sure.
What do you attribute to your successes as well as the team's?
I think our team is really close this year, and so that helps with during swim meets we'll cheer each other on, and seeing people cheering each other on on the side of the pool while you swim, it helps you push harder to really get to the wall as fast as you can.
So this weekend you'll compete in the Zippy Invite, the biggest meet you'll compete in this season besides the Max. How excited is it to compete in an event like this?
I think this event is actually really exciting because it gets everyone in the mindset for Max and gets them prepared. The meet is extremely fast, a lot faster than Max, and so it just gives everyone to have the opportunity to race as fast as they can.
What are you expecting at the Zippy Invite from your own personal performance?
For myself, probably best times, as everyone else wants, but for the team, just everyone get best times and do as well as they can.
Now, after the Zippy Invite, you guys have a break until about the beginning of January. What are you going to be doing on the off season to help you prepare for that next season?
Well, after the Zippy Invite, we have a few practices and then finals start. And so those practices during finals week are optional. And then once we all go home, we generally swim with our club teams. And then we come back January 5th and then we have training from there on until Max.
So, as a senior, this is your last year on the team. What have been some of the best moments you've experienced being a senior on this team?
Some of the greatest moments are at Max when everyone's behind the blocks during the last race. Every single year, everyone's crying because it's like the seniors' last races. And since our team is so close, we just make lifelong friends, and seeing them go is just sad and hard. But